Malthael.
The story opens with Malthael, the Angel of Death, stealing the Black Soul Stone, and nobody knows why he wants it or what he's doing with it. In fact, nobody even knew that he was the Angel of Death until he appears at the beginning of our story. And then he sends his armies to Sanctuary to start slaughtering people, and they go to Westmarch, which is the religious, urban, intellectual, and military center of the West. And they just begin massacring people in the streets. Thousands are dead, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows what this is all for. And the hero character is nearby the city of Westmarch and hears about the massacre and heads there immediately to try to save as many people as possible. Malthael was originally the Archangel of Wisdom, and he was the leader of the angels. He led the Anger's Council. He was the main strategist of the eternal conflict. He would lead them into battle. And now Malthael's back, and he has undergone a huge change. Now he is the Angel of Death. Malthael's main motivation is to end the eternal conflict, the ages-long war between angels and demons. And this seems like the perfect moment. With the primeval trapped in the Black Soul Stone, the demons have no leader. They're disorganized, they're on the run. In Malthael's eyes, there's only one large demon faction left that he has to take care of in order to ensure that the conflict ends. Unfortunately for us, that faction is humanity, because humans are descended from a sort of unholy mix of angel and demon. And so we all have good and evil in us. And Malthael looks at us and he sees demons.
Brother, why?
For us, working on the Angel of Death was a huge challenge, because really what we wanted to do is make sure that it had very strong angelic components, because after all, he is an angel, and yet he turned to death. So it's a really interesting design challenge to make sure that in a lot of ways you incorporate elements that are very known to people, skulls, and they're very subtle. You have skull elements on his chest, you have skull elements on his shoulders, and he has these twin sickles. Now, in a lot of ways, what's amazing about the designs for the angels in general is that they already have no faces, so that worked really well for us. But overall, really making sure that it tied into some very basic things we understand about death and what we think about what death looks like in our everyday vernacular.
The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
Reaper of Souls is really exciting for us to work on, because early on we decided we really want to make sure that this had a little bit of a darker undertone and a little bit more of a gothic element to it. So the entire design of Reaper of Souls is really centered around more of the classic elements that we so much love about the Diablo universe. Some of our new environments are Westmarch, Pandemonium, and the Bog, or the Blood Marsh as we call it. The Blood Marsh is an amazing new environment we haven't shared previously yet, so we're really excited about showing that off, which again ties very much into sort of the dread and dark sense of foreboding that we really want to get across with Reaper of Souls. Westmarch was an opportunity for us for the first time to really incorporate a city in Diablo, and really to sort of have you walk amongst a city that is very grand and has a lot of feel and history to it. And it's very much tied into, again, sort of Western European roots and Gothic elements. And lastly, Pandemonium is really sort of the nexus between the angelic and the demonic. This is definitely the one place in Diablo, or in the Diablo universe, where things don't necessarily tie into the real world. You have a villain here that we've never had before. We've never fought an angel like Malthael, and we've never had the chance to work and fight death. We all have these images of what we think that would be like, and for us to be able to define what that looks like in the Diablo universe has been an amazing, fun challenge.